Hello everyone, this is a small video for the Reclaimer build in the Division. Reclaimer is used primarily for supporting the team with healing and can be used to boost the damage for the teammates as well. In this video we will show two use cases, one with 6 classified and one where 4 pieces are used because not everyone might have a full take out classified Reclaimer. I'll go mostly into the gear piece and the skill, since my experience with the Reclaimer is mostly as a support build in PvE. Of course, I can show the weapons I use and the mods for both variations. What also needs to be mentioned is that this is the way I play and build the Reclaimer, and by no means the only way to play and build a healer. Let's start with the 6-piece classified Reclaimer, which is the end goal of a supporting healing build. According to the description, the 2-set bonus is 30% increased station range, the 3-set bonus is 50% increased duration, and the 4th piece is that the healing station gains the benefit of the life support, immunizer and ammo cache mode at the same time. The 5th set bonus is 15% increased station range and 25% increased support station duration. Set bonus number 6 is 50% increased station health and 100% increased healing speed, in addition to getting the talent Improved Reclaimer. This talent states that the Reclaimer gains an initial 40% chance to have no cooldown when an enemy destroys the healing station, and for every 3000 electronics you get an additional 20%, which is to say that with 9000 electronics you get an instant healing station back the moment an opponent destroys the healing station. The 6-piece is straightforward to build, and your goal for prototype mods is to get high-end electronics with skill power or skill haste, depending what is needed the most according to the attributes of the pieces you have. The maximum skill haste every player can have is 50%. With that being said, as a Reclaimer you should never have above 35% skill haste from your gear and pieces. The reason why is because as long as the Reclaimer is within the range of the healing station while destroying it, he gains another 15% skill haste as well. Okay, let's move forward to the skills. The primary skill to use the life support healing station, which gives the highest amount of healing rate, as we can see in the footage, compared to the other healing station mods. The second skill can be versatile and should be chosen depending of the situation. Very popular is the Recon Pulse because it gives us the highest increased crit chance while having the lowest cooldown compared to the other pulses, as we can see also very quickly. Let's go to the talents. The talents I use are personal preference, but again adjustment can be made depending on the situation or the needs of the team. I use Triage for healing and ally with a skill, reduces skill cooldown by 15%. Critical save using a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. Then combat medic using a medkit near allies to heal group members and proxies within 20 meters by 40%. And lastly, death by proxy. When destroying a hostile's deployed skill, it increases skill power by 20% for 30 seconds. For primary weapon, I use a World Tier 3 LVOA with Destructive, Determined and Ferocious. The reason for a low level weapon is because the talent requirements are lower, but the benefits of said talents remain the same. Since I have everything spec'd into electronics, it is impossible for a higher World Tier weapon to use while having the same talents. Secondary weapon is a hunting rifle with Competent and Talented as talents for the first 2 slots, and for the 3rd slot I use Predatory for some healing whenever I do kill an opponent. Now let's go for the sidearm. The sidearm is a level 23 pistol which can be crafted in the crafting station. The blueprint is a reward from a side mission during the journey to level 30. The talents are Toxic, which has a chance to apply the blind status effect with a headshot, and Cool-Headed, which decreases all skill cooldowns by 5% after a headshot. We want Cool-Headed on our pistol to get the ultimate back as fast as possible. Keep in mind that Cool-Headed has an internal cooldown of 3 seconds, which means that not every headshot will proc the talent, and that can be confusing if you don't know about it. Toxic is not mandatory but nice to have. But Cool-Headed and the low-level piston kind of are one reason for the low firearm requirements, and one we want to do as little damage as possible to proc the Cool-Headed talent as much as possible. Okay, let's check out my gear pieces one by one. Let's start with the chest piece. For the chest piece I have electronics, health on kill, skill haste, increased kill XP, as well as 2 prototype electronic mods with skill haste. For the mask I have electronics, skill power, damage to elites, and 1 electronic skill power prototype mod. For the knee pads I have spec into electronics, skill power, disoriented, disrupt and blind deaf resistance, as well as electronic skill power mod and support station healing speed prototype mod. For the backpack again into electronics, skill power, and as a minor attribute bleed resistance. And for the mods I have a electronic skill haste prototype mod and 2 support station healing speed performance mods. For the gloves I have spec into electronics, shotgun damage, enemy armor damage and skill haste. And for the holster I have everything firearms, stamina and electronics, as well as skill haste, and the last support station healing speed performance mod. Okay, the previous section was longer than I expected. This one will be shorter, I promise you that. So what can we do if we don't have L6 piece classified reclaimer? In that case we have to make a compromise, but we still can manage to get some potent healing out of it. The mask, gloves, holster and knee pads should be reclaimer gear pieces to get the faucet bonus of the reclaimer. For the chest piece we want to use a chest with the talent Vigorous, which gives us overhealing for all healing skills. This means when staying in the range of the healing station or using overdose we will be almost constantly at full health. For the attributes we aim at least to be spec'd into electronics and having as a major attribute skill haste. For the backpack we want to use an inventive backpack which grants us increased skill power by 15% when on full health. Basically this means that we will provide stronger healing with our box at full health. We want the backpack to spec into electronics and as a major attribute to have skill power. In general we want for the mask, knee pads and backpack to have skill power as a major attribute, and for the chest, gloves and holster to have skill haste. For mods, skills, talents and weapons everything is the same as for the 6 classified reclaimer, so I'm not going to repeat myself. In the end of the video there is attached some gameplay of Dragon's Nest on heroic difficulty. This was an introduction of the reclaimer build and I hope to be able to help even a little. Sorry for the bad editing, I know I need to improve in that regard. Have fun and see you in the next one.
Tell me when you're ready. Go. And just let me know if you're gonna start running, because I'm focusing on killing the. Okay. Ready? Press, press, press.